Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to stick trick tutorial number 5. Now today's stick trick is one that you may not have seen in any of my videos, and that's because I don't really do it while I play. It is possible to do it while you play, but it's just not as easy because you have to put a lot of concentration into it so that you don't let the stick fly away. And I like to do stick tricks while I'm playing that don't require so much concentration because then I can focus on actually playing. But yeah, so it's called the palm spin. And it's called that because basically you just spin the stick on your palm. Looks a little bit like this. Alright, now a few of the tips and tricks behind the actual trick is number 1, the stick, you want it to be about at the Vic and Vic first on your hand. That way it's kind of right there in the middle of the weight and you can spin it pretty easily, and it's not too far this way where it would fall off, and it's not too far this way where you can't get it to spin. And then the motion, you have your hand closed, kind of like you're playing match grip, and then you just kind of turn your hand a little bit and push out. And that gives it the force of the butt of the stick to go around. And you want to make sure that you give it enough force so that it gets all the way around, or else you may get like halfway. Another problem that you can have is if you put your fingers up and it hits your fingers, it'll slow it down and it won't get all the way around. So that brings me to your hand. Your hand, you want to spin the stick around here at the joints where your fingers join your hand, mostly because they're raised and so it keeps the stick higher up off your hand, but also because your skin right there is pretty smooth so it slides easily and spins easily. And then when you open your hand, you want to force your fingers down and the back of your hand down so that where the stick is spinning is the highest point and it can spin around without hitting anything. Alright, so once you've got that, all you gotta do is just get the force of the stick to go around, and then make sure that you let it spin all the way around, and once it comes back you stop it with your thumb. Your thumb goes to stop it and your hand comes in to grab it. Other than that, there's not too much to it. You can do it more than one time, like you could get maybe 2 or 3 spins out of it. I think 2 is what I usually do if I try and do it more than once, but you could possibly get maybe 3 or 4, but it would really require a lot of energy. Let's see if I can do it 2 real quick. I don't pull it off all the time, so if I drop it, don't laugh at me. Alright. There's a 2. And as you could tell, by the end of it, it was getting a little wobbly and it was about ready to jump off my hand. So you really got to be careful if you do it more than once, or else you may lose your stick. There's 1 is pretty easy to control, not too bad. And then 2 is a little bit harder. Nope, didn't get all the way around. There you go. But it slows up a lot. And that's one of the reasons that spinning it multiple times is difficult, because when it starts slowing down, it starts wobbling and starts trying to leave your hand. Now the cool thing about this trick, one reason I like to do it, is because if you do it, now I'm not saying go do this to your friend or anything, but if other people are around and you're like doing stick tricks or something, and you do this one, they may think that the stick is like you're about to throw it out of your hand or something, so it kind of surprises them, because it's just like all of a sudden you just open your hand. But that was a bad one. But it should just spin right on your hand and you keep it under control. But they may not know that you're keeping it under control. So that's the cool thing about it. This is the palm spin. And I hope you enjoy it. It's a pretty fun little trick to do. If you do incorporate it into your playing, post a video response below and tell me to check it out. I'll definitely hit it up and give it a look, because I don't really do it while I'm playing, but it'd be cool to see you guys do it. But yeah, hope that's informative and helpful. I've got 4 other stick trick tutorials so far that you can also check out if you're interested. And subscribe for some more. I definitely have some more stick tricks coming. Thanks for watching. Up. And it flips it back. And so you can kind of start slow at first. You'll have to kind of flip it a little bit higher to practice the whole like grabbing the stick and flipping it around. But eventually, if you ever want to incorporate it into your playing, you're going to want to try and get it to